than cost, what are the limitations in moving from plastic to metal 3D printing? And if pursued, would this offer the potential for engineering breakthroughs not otherwise possible based on available resources
Yes,
in Eastern North Carolina?
perhaps. Actually, I have my props here. I haven't gotten to use that. But in one class that we're doing now, we printed this little bracket, and we've given the students directions to model and, again, with finite element analysis, figure out where this is going to break, and then we actually print them and break them. Then give the students the challenge of trying to reproduce this. Still got to maintain a certain load, still got to limit it on deflection, but they're trying to squeeze as much weight out of it as they can. Now, I guess when I was a student, if I came up with something like that, I'd say, well, you can't make this, in production. But I think we're maybe a decade away from where, yeah, with a metal printer, I think I had someone tell me that complexity is free when you do that, which is a good way of looking at it. All these little holes that are in there would cost you a lot if you had to machine them in, but if you're printing them, they don't cost any extra. So we're trying to get our students to think, well, I hate to use the term outside the box, but that's exactly what we're trying to get them to do. It's like they'll have a different set of constraints to work with when they start doing the metal 3D printing. That'll be quite different than what we're used to working with. But we're seeing that start to happen. I know Curran's going to be working at GE, and GE's probably one of the leaders in that, where they've started to make some very complex metal printed parts in their jet engines, very specialized parts, ones that would be very high cost to do otherwise. But again, when we're talking about some of these students are going to be 40 years career, you know that somewhere along that way, they're going to be doing things a lot differently than we've been doing. So how far away are we? I'm not sure, but it's getting there, and right now cost is the biggest issue. Yeah.
How